Hey, what's up, folks? It's me, Ken Ledesma, here with Calvin and Jay Jamal. We the Nerdvanians experience, and we're gonna go on and get into it this week. Now, by now, I already know that most of the people that listen to the show heard the episode I published Wednesday. If you didn't, I already took it down, so it probably ain't no way for you to hear it. But for the people that did hear, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I was getting a lot of feedback from the episode, and I got a wake up call. Before we even go any farther, I gotta let this be known first and foremost. James and Calvin, they didn't even know that I had even recorded the episode. I had went on and did it on my own and published it, and just did it on my own. And man, I'm just keep 100. I didn't mean none of this stuff I was saying in the episode. I didn't even know what I was saying until Calvin told me to go back and listen to the episode, and I listened to it. And when I was listening to it, I was like, bro, I don't even talk like that on a day-to-day basis. I'm getting calls from my grandparents, my dad, and my sisters. I even got a call from Calvin, John. I got a call from everybody. The main thing is I didn't realize how big 10 years got. I always say it on here that I started in my grandparents' bedroom and on 2 people listening, and there's way more than 2 people listening now. I didn't realize the grand scale of how big this show is now. And I know when people hear TNE or like when the episode play, hear their theme song, they don't just think about me. They think about Calvin and James too. Even though TNE, is my show, me and James created it or whatnot. At this point in time, it's all our show. It's me, James, and Calvin. So I ain't even had no business, recording and putting something like that up there anyway. On top of that, it's the exact opposite of what we do on TNE. We have people like Sabrina and Catherine and everybody writing they problems and looking to us for help, and we giving them scripture and all that type of stuff. Wouldn't look like us doing that on our usual episode. And this past episode I did the exact opposite. I sounded like all them other podcasters out here that got like red pill content. And I even said on the show that we don't do that. It took me a minute. Last night, the night before last, I was rebuilding my computer. I had got a new case, and while I was building the computer, I was actually sitting back thinking about everything that me and Calvin talked about. Well, I think about everything that me and James talked about, and I just thought about everybody that listens to the show, even the ones who don't even write in. I just started thinking about everything in its grandest form, in the big picture. And I just came to realize, I messed up. And I knew I messed up because when I looked in the Discord and I'm seeing what people saying to me, I ain't never, ever had that many people come at me like that before. That's how I knew it was a big deal. I knew it was a big deal. I'm not going to even mention this, but in the process of me and Corey recording that conversation, I was in here, drinking, and I had some, I forgot the name of it, but it's called Negra or something. It's about 4 or 5 of them. And I usually don't drink like that. And I drunk one, and I was just talking. Then I was like, let me drink another one. Then next thing you know, I drank all 5 of them. It was like 4 or 5. Then as soon as we started talking, next thing you know, I'm just going off the rail. Now, I'm not saying that to making it an excuse or, just be like, well, I was drunk. I ain't know what I was saying. I know what I was saying from when I went back and listened to the episode. That was all me. Me drinking ain't no excuse. Because I should never, first of all, I should never been drinking while I'm trying to record, and I should never even published it. we had just dropped the episode Saturday. I ain't had no business even uploading. I ain't had no business uploading the episode on Wednesday. Another contributing factor was in the Discord over a course of like 2 weeks. I saw like 5 or 6 people talking about Core, like the episode that Core was on. So that was another reason why we even did that. Then we were talking, me and Core were talking about what we were talking about with his dad listening to the show. So I just like, you know what, let's go on and record. I want being mindful of what we already got set up on here. Like I said earlier, now TNE is me, James, and Calvin. It ain't just me no more. And on top of that, you know, to end all of it, I just want to apologize to everybody that, you know, that listen to the show and love TNE, especially to, you know, our women listeners. I'm saying stupid shit like you shouldn't be friends with women and cussing in and all that type of stuff. And I don't even really like talk like that on a day-to-day basis. I'm saying that like I don't have Raquel as my friend and Star as my friend. Like I don't have female friends, and I'm sitting on the show saying you shouldn't be friends with them and saying all that crazy stuff and having all these women with real deal issues writing into the show, asking Calvin and asking us for real deal life advice when they get on through real situations. I ain't had no business saying that. We different from the other podcast. And I believe that's what made Tanny what it is now, because we go the opposite direction of other podcasters. People write into this show, instead of talking down on people, men and women, talking down on them or whatever the case may be, we show some type of sympathy and give them scripture so they can go and be their own way and learn how to deal with their life. We ain't like everybody else. And I forgot about that. I was just moving on my own like it was just me doing this now. And like I said, I sat back while I was building my computer. I was sitting back thinking. And like I said, it ain't just me no more. It's me, Calvin, and James. So, like I said, I apologize to all our listeners. Shit, I apologize to you, Calvin, and James, because this is all our show. We do this together every week. And like I said, I messed up and I'm owning it. And y'all have every right to feel like how y'all feel. Like y'all writing in what y'all wrote in and the phone calls I get, y'all have every right to feel like how y'all feel. I ain't even try to convince y'all to feel no other type of way. But like I said, I apologize to everybody. And best believe that ain't happening no more. I ain't doing that shit. Look, that ain't happening no more. I learned my lesson from that. There was eye opener. It was eye opener. No, that's all I got to say. What y'all got?
You got your apocrypha? Yeah, go on, bring that out.
I got it on my phone.
Yeah, go on, break that out. Because it do take a big person to realize when they mess up, admit they mess up, and take accountability when they mess up. And just like how Calvin told us, the correction is in the scripture. The medicines is in the scripture. So we're going to do just like anybody else who come in with a question, who need help. We got to get the scripture. So I want you to read Ecclesiasticus chapter 27, verse 12 and 13.
All right, so rock.
Let me get it.
You got it? You got it?
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 27, verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time.
See, read that again, bro.
If thou be among the indiscreet.
CordTV the indiscreet, bro. And the reason why I say that, because he don't follow or do what we do when it come according to what we doing when it comes to these scriptures. Even when it comes to this podcast, how the format is set up. The episode prove it. Keep reading.
Observe the time.
Bruh, that was almost a 2 hour phone call conversation that the world did not need to hear, bro. That's what I was at the time mean. He your friend, fine. But to record that and upload it to the world, that should never happen. When you got friends that's in the world and they start talking sideways, you gotta observe the time, be like, oh, okay, let me go and cut this off short. All right, man, I'm gonna holler at you later. I'm finna go do this, that, and third. Keep reading, bro.
But be continually among men of understanding.
See, you need to be around the men who understand the vision of T&E, who got a vision of T&E, who want to get it to the next level. We got plans and factors and blueprints and plan, but this, what you just did earlier in the week, kind of halt. It did halt that. Read verse 13.
The discourse of fools is irksome.
Bruh, that discourse y'all hear, bruh, that irked the world. Not even just the people who in Memphis. The world, bro, because it ain't just Memphis no more, bro. You got to stop thinking the hood. You got to leave that hood mentality, bro. The analytics prove it. The people who writing in the questions prove it. You is bigger than Memphis now, bro. You got to think outside of Memphis.
And the sport is the wantonness of sin.
What that meaning is talking all reckless, talking all wild. Oh, I feel like if you get $1 trillion, you'll get F'd in the A and stuff like that. Come on, bro. We don't talk like that, bro. Especially for the world in here. That's the wantonness of sin part. I got more scripture for you, bro. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and read verse 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 10:12. This the medicine, bro. This how we was taught. This the way we know to do, bro.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
Read that again.
The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
See, the wise man, what make his words gracious is that he gonna think before he speak, bro. He gonna analyze the time. He gonna observe the times. He gonna analyze who around him. He gonna know what to say, what not to say. That's what make his words gracious, bro. But read this end part.
But the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
Read that again, bro.
But the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
You see how your own words swallowed yourself up, bro? Your own words caused this, bro. Ain't nobody did this to you but yourself. Keep reading.
The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness.
Read that again, bro.
The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness. And the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
From the beginning of, if you take $1 trillion, I feel you'll get F in the A till, oh, I thought I'd be roaming the world just F and B's and all this stuff, bro. We don't promote that here, bro. We don't. Let him promote that on his own platform. Don't let him promote that on this platform, bro. We didn't put in too much work, consistent weeks, bro, of good quality content, bro. And you drop that hot doodle on top of that, bro. Like the episode we did Saturday didn't even get a chance to breathe and break out the new numbers it did. Cause you dropped it, Tuesday night? So we only had like 2 days to do what it was gonna do. And that sucked up all the attention for the wrong reason. I got one more for you, bro. Go to hold on. Go to Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. Let's go in the NIV. You got the NIV on yours?
What, the Bible version?
New International Version.
Yeah.
Proverbs 12 and 26.
Yeah. All right, Proverbs 12:26. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray.
Read that again, bro.
The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray.
See, because a real friend when you came to him and you explained to him why you took down the episode, a real friend would have been like, you know what, bro? I understand where you coming from because your podcast don't be like that usually. You know what? Cool, bro. But no. What was his response when he found out the podcast got took down? Let the world know.
Just basically saying that we be catering to women. He was like, so basically what you saying, y'all cater to women? I'm like, no, it ain't catering to women. We just help everybody. And then he told me that he ain't gonna be doing it on his show. He know not to do that on his podcast.
And I know something else you didn't even think about, bro. What? When we talked about it, you said he listened to T&E and all this stuff. It didn't cross your mind the previous episode when you mentioned the analytics, how many downloads we got. Then you not find it kind of ironic he want to do an episode after hearing it?
See, the thing, I don't even know if he even listened to T&E or not, but it is irony in that situation.
He can deny it all he want, but come on, bro, you can put two and two together. Bro ain't been on T&E since September, and out of nowhere, we've been putting 10 weeks of consecutive, consistent, hot content, and now he want to jump in the way because he got a podcast he finna start up soon. Come on, bro. When T&E is going level by level by level, people is gonna come and try to get in the way to make a name off of your name. And the Most High allowed this to happen to show you this, bro. That's what I believe. My last scripture, bro. Go back to Ecclesiasticus, and it's gonna explain what happened to the T. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31, verse 27. You got it?
Yeah.
31 and
27. All right. Ecclesiasticus 31, verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man.
Okay. And say wine is good. Keep reading.
If it be drunk moderately.
Pause. Read that part again.
If it be drunk.
That's a big word. Only 2 letters, but it's a big word. If. It's a stipulation right there, bro. It gotta be drunk moderately, bro. We don't drink to get drunk, bro. Modelo Negros, bro. Them drink strong as hell. Me and you even had conversation about those. I told you 2 is my limit. I can't go past 2. And you had 5? You thought it was a good idea to hit record? And then even listen to it before publishing, bro? Come on, bro. We gotta be better than that, bro. T&E is trying to get to the next level, but it can't get to the next level if you don't want it to get to the next level. Keep reading, bro.
Where was it? I'm going to start over. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. Yeah. What life is then to a man that is without wine?
And it's finna explain why.
For it was made to make men glad.
That's what it was made for, bro. Not to be drunk, not to get out of character, not to be talking all reckless. It's to be drinking moderately and to have a good time. Keep reading.
Wine measurably drunk and in season bringing gladness of the heart.
Measurably drunk, moderately in season. For you drinking, that wasn't the season for you to drink and start recording. That's out of season, bro. That's out of pocket. Keep reading.
And cheerfulness of the mind.
Right. Now, verse 29 is finna explain everything.
But wine drunken with excess make bitterness of the mind.
Read that again, bro.
But wine drunken with excess make bitterness of the mind.
But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind, bruh. In this context, the wine is beer for you. In the excess of bitterness of the mind, bruh, you sounded so bitter when you talked about your ex. And this was from weeks, months, maybe years ago, bruh. You gotta let that go, bruh. She ain't thinking about you, bruh, but you still thinking about her. Let me ask you this, bruh.
Well,
How you expect to find the woman you want if you still focus on the women you had? I'll say it again. How you gonna find the woman you want if you still focus on the women you had, bro? And like even Calvin said, bro, it's more women out there that's not like the women you encountered. Social media had it set up for us to think like that, bro. Of course, yeah, every woman you meet into ain't gonna be the dream woman, but that's where you're supposed to learn from experience. You're supposed to learn, okay, I went through that with her. I know I don't want to deal with that no more. So when you find the next woman, and that's another thing you got to realize too, when you're dealing with these women, you got to identify red flags before you try to do what they say, put all your apples in one basket. Instead of you trying to jump straight to girlfriend, boyfriend, stay in courtship, stay friends a little bit longer, see all her emotions before you try to go further and make things official. But yeah, read 29 again. We gonna stop at 30.
But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind, with brawling and quarreling.
With brawling and quarreling, you wasn't physically fighting, but the quarreling is what you was, bruh. You was literally fighting yourself and your past thoughts live for the world to hear. Are you serious? Read verse 30 and I'm done, bruh.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offends.
Read that again.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offends.
And you offended not only the show, not only your teacher and your brother, you offended the world, bro. Everybody who believe in your vision of TNE that you built, you offended the Nerdvanians, bro. And you got to make that right with them, bro. That's all I got.
Y'all through talking?
I'm done.
You got anything else to say?
No.
Either one of y'all.
No, I see what I have to say.
All right, because when I start talking, I don't want y'all to say nothing. I want James to say something because I want him to read something for me. When did I first come on this podcast?
March of
This
year.
March of this year.
March of this year.
And before that, I was asked to come on this podcast about a year. And I didn't want to. I didn't. I know how I am. And I told him that. I said, man, you know how I am, man. You don't want me on your podcast. You know how I am. You know when I get started, you know how I am. Like, yeah, man, come on the podcast. It's cool. Okay. Y'all know how when your kid asks for a puppy, and the dad said, "No, you can't have no puppy," because the dad really don't like animals.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow he break down and give him a little puppy.
Yeah.
And then about a week after he give him the puppy, the kids ain't paying no attention to the damn puppy no more. The dad's feeding it. The dad's doing everything with it. The dad's playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And now the dad loved the puppy more than the kids did.
I see where you're going.
I didn't want to come on this podcast, bro. You know that. I told you, bro. Everything I'm gonna say gonna bring everything full circle. Every podcast I've been on, man. I keep telling y'all, I don't forget nothing. We did a podcast, bro, where you told me you wanted to feed the people. And I said on your podcast, I don't know if it made you mad or not, but I said on your podcast, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, if you want to feed the people, you'll be feeding the people. You wouldn't be sitting here talking about doing it. You'll be doing it. Then you said, you want to be successful. And I looked at you, man, and I said, y'all can go back and listen to this podcast. I ain't got to lie to nobody. I said, bro, you're already successful. I said, but your problem is you're looking at success. It's money. And you don't even understand that over the course from when I first started coming on here all the way up until now, not only have you been feeding the people, bro, you've been successful. But you need to understand, you've been feeding the people with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, bro. And your success is the disappointment that you've given them by putting that bullshit up the other day, bro. See? And then we did another podcast where we talked about Shannon Sharp. I don't forget nothing, bro. We talked about Shannon Sharp. And I sat and told you, man, these guys get money. You don't know where they get it from. You don't know what they're doing to get it. It's so hard for them to get all that money. It's hard for them to get it. But it don't take but a second for them to lose it. All this success this show's been having, bro. 5 drinks and talking to an idiot. You about to lose everything, bro. Everything. This is what I want you to do, man. Pull up our questions from what we had this week. I'm finna show you something. You got them on your phone?
I got them.
All right. Just name the first person.
Natalie Jones, 60.
No, name the first person.
Oh, I got you. Hold on.
Just the name. Don't say what they said. Just
I got you.
Right.
Introduce me to a Latina.
See, introduce me to a Latino. Look what we doing right now, bro. You know what I should be doing, man? Answering his riddle.
Yeah.
See, that's what I should be doing right now. And giving them the riddle I had for him. But we're not doing that, are we?
No.
We're not, are we? Go down to my girl, my granddaughter.
Slim Pretty Janae.
No, my granddaughter.
Oh, your granddaughter.
You know, Harlem Nights.
Oh, Sabrina. My bad. Lovely Sabrina.
See that? Lovely Sabrina gave us an update on how she's doing in her new place. But are we talking about that?
No.
We're not talking about that, are we? Let's see what we're talking about, though. Read the first one.
Natalie Jones, 65.
What they say?
Where was Calvin and James when Ken and this random nigga saying this wild shit?
See, that's what we're dealing with right now, bro. What's the next one say, man?
Little Sophia Mackley. I never write on this show, but I have to now.
Yeah.
That recent episode of TNE has got to be one of the worst episodes you guys have so far.
Oh.
Sorry to say it.
Damn, don't be sorry to say it. What's the next one?
Big Monkey Dooley. Jay and Calvin, y'all need to talk to Ken about the last episode. I was surprised to hear him even talk that way. From what I understand, that's not like him.
It's not. What's the next one?
This one hard right here. Kate and Kate.
Wait a minute. Who?
Kate and Kate.
Bruh, you trying to tell me we disappointed Kate? Read that, bro.
I love this show, but I honestly don't know about this episode. Something is just off and makes me feel uneasy. This isn't the TNE I'm used to listening to. I like it better with all 3 of you. No offense to the Cord person at all.
What's the next one?
Trigger Nate. Well, that was different. I don't fuck with it, but I do at the same time. I think Ken should just stick to recording with Jay and Calvin.
What's the next one?
Cosmic Licks. I saw you guys upload a new episode, but when I went to listen to it, it was gone. Any idea of what happened?
What's the next one, bro?
And this one right here, this is another hard one. Black Butterfly.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken. This is your friend and longtime listener, Mariah. And I heard what you were saying in the episode you did record TV. Baby, if you've been hurt by a woman, it is going to be okay. Just go experience that pain and heal. I like this podcast, but you and that CordTV person sound just like those other niggas that be bashing us. In reality, They can't get any women and project their hurt and insecurities onto us, especially black women. We get the most hate. I hope you feel better because I didn't like hearing you like that.
What else we got, bro?
MKB Curtis. It is funny how you tried to remove that episode from Pandora. LOL.
Yeah.
I still listen to it, and honestly, you didn't need to take it down. I don't understand why you did it in the first place. Y'all sound more like your real self. I don't think people want to hear God shit all of the time.
See? What do you mean, y'all? I wasn't on there. Was you on there?
No, I wasn't. I was at work.
But things like that give people fuel to do and say the things like that, bro. What else you got?
It's another hard one. Lovely Sabrina.
Don't read that. What's the next one?
The second one.
I know.
Oh.
Don't read that.
Gotcha.
I'm saying that for a reason.
Okay, Sub-Zero Mythic. Bro, you had a slip up recently. Gotta be careful, bro, and do better. Let's keep it how things are with the boys. You three keeps perspective and you're entertaining. Don't lose sight of that, bro.
Was that the last one?
We got one last one to go.
Go ahead.
Africa and Antarctica. Ken, no. Just no. Where was Calvin and Jay Jamal? They should have stopped you from releasing that bullshit. Honestly.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm reminiscing through the podcast I've done, bro. All I've ever done is come on here, man, try to help you with the show, man. And I promise you, this is no lie. I think I was through with this, man. Because I didn't want to come over here anyway. I didn't want to do this anyway. I was fine doing what I do. But then I found myself, man, y'all will call me. You'll be like, where you at? Well, what do I be telling y'all? Man, I got to get my thoughts together for the show, man. I'm out, man. I'm eating my little breakfast, man. I walk around, man, and think about the scriptures and how I'm going to answer the questions and how I'm going to, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't y'all be calling me and that's what I be doing.
Yeah.
It takes up my whole week. It takes up my whole week. And it's not a thing that bothered me. I enjoy doing it. But it's so prophetic how things come full circle. We joke and we say off the wall and off the cuff stuff all the time on the show, don't we?
Yeah.
I said some off the cuff stuff last week, about the Amazon thing and stuff like that. But it's always within the context of the question because people know how we are. Slim Pretty Janae. I look forward to fun and doing the things with her and talking back and forth with her. You see?
Yeah.
We even developed another guy. I like the guy.
Introduced me to Larry.
Yeah, who do the
riddles.
The riddles, man. The easy riddles. And this week was easy too. See? But would it get answered this week? Nah, it ain't gonna get answered this week. And then we just met Frank, didn't we?
Yeah.
I said he fuck with the show.
Yeah.
See? Frank wasn't looking for that kind of content, bro. He wasn't looking for that at all, bro. Then what else I say last week? When the lady who came on with her pod wanted to know how we come up with fresh new ideas about the podcast.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
You said we ain't got to try to be stupid. We just are.
Ain't that prophetic, bro?
Damn.
How come we ain't laughing right now?
Yeah, shit just ain't funny this week.
How come we ain't laughing right now, bro?
Mm.
See? And what else did I say? You remember? When I said, what do Nirvana mean?
Might not need to be on here.
Need to be on here anyway.
Damn.
See how prophetic shit is, bro?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, ain't it? But let me tell you, I'm finna show y'all something. I'm finna show y'all how great T&E is, though. Y'all ready to hear it?
Yeah.
It took a little old, nice little old young lady from Harlem to write the show. A nice little old lady named Sabrina that said that I was like a grandpa to her. Now this is what I want you to do. Take Sabrina question that she wrote in this week. Read that.
The first one.
The first one.
This is lovely Sabrina's first statement.
Yes.
Hey, Calvin, with extra E's and Y's and a lot of exclamation points.
Yes.
It is me, Sabrina, with a lot of exclamation points.
Hey, Sabrina.
I have settled into my new life in Geneva, and I love it. I don't know if y'all see it or notice it, but I have been telling people up here about the podcast.
She been doing what?
She's been telling people up here in Geneva about the podcast.
Stop right there, bro. Now, if the people she been telling about the podcast would a Wednesday push the latest episode, what in the hell would they have heard?
They would have heard somebody feel like if they get $1 trillion, they'll get F than A. And somebody thought they'll just be out roaming in the world, F and B's.
Finish that question.
I don't know. Oh, my bad. She's been in Geneva telling people up here about the podcast, and they are listening.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how many are listening, but I do know a handful of people I know personally have been listening. I hope all 3 of y'all doing okay. Bye.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And that was before Wednesday.
Now, read the one she wrote, the last one she wrote.
And this is the one after Wednesday. Lovely Sabrina. I don't know what to say. I listened to that last episode because I am not used to hearing that. Ken, I know you're better than that, and I know you didn't mean what you said. You and Calvin and Jay helped me and gave me advice with something that was truly overwhelming at the time. Everybody make mistakes. After the first time, it's not a mistake anymore. So don't do it again. You helped me, so now it's my turn to help you. Never ever say those things again because I know you don't mean that.
And that's what made me change my mind. Read Kate and Kate, bro. Kate and Kate is special to me because of how we started out. So I want you to listen to this, man. You need to understand something. You're feeling that way now. See? Because you're hearing all these things, right? But most of these people, they weren't even bashing you really. A lot of them saying, that's not you. I don't think you should be doing that.
Right.
And I know a lot of people expected me to go off, but I can't, because I had to think back to when I was a little boy and I used to act up and my dad didn't whoop me. And he used to explain to me why he didn't whoop me. And you know what it was? He said he couldn't whoop me when he was really mad at me because he'll be whooping me out of anger. I didn't understand that until now. That's why I'm not even mad right now. I'm just trying to show you the correction, man. You see? Because I know everybody expect me to go off. Oh, I know he's going to go off. He's going to snap. He's going to do all that. Oh, I already have. I'm on a podcast right now. Y'all need to understand that.
Yeah.
So that wasn't for nobody's ears, but he is, okay? But read Kate and Kate for me, man.
Kate and Kate, she said, I love this show.
And y'all need to understand something. If y'all go back and listen to before, when me and Kate first started, man, me and Kate has come a long way. I consider Kate a friend of mine. I really do. I consider Kate a friend of the show. I really do. It hurts me that we disappointed her in what she heard. It's those things that hurt me. I'm gonna tell you what else I thought about. I thought about the lady in the Discord who wrote us from Greece. Who said
Celeste, I remember her name.
She got turned on by the podcast from her husband who loved the podcast. So They heard that too, bro. I'm just being real, man. I know you're hurting sitting over there, bro. And we love you, man. We love you, bro. I should be laughing about something right now, man. I should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. We can't do these things, man. We can't do this. Everybody who sent in a question this week for Saturday's episode, all of your questions will be answered next Saturday, next episode. This is a reset right here. This is a hard reset we're doing. Everybody's questions are going to get answered next Saturday, if I'm here. All right. Even you, unhappy Gilmore, we gonna answer your foolish ass question too, okay? And then we gonna be done with you. Y'all don't understand. Y'all on him right now. Everybody's on Ken. I'm not on him. I understand. No, I understand. Cause y'all need to understand who I am. I told y'all, man, I'm wanted in 52 states, man. Everybody hate me. Y'all think I can go in a church? But the things I say, really?
Right.
See, even the dude who wrote, read his again. What's his name? MDG. You know what I'm talking about.
This is MKB. Where are you at?
Yeah, read that one again. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about.
Pardon. Okay. MKB_Curtis.
Right, read that.
It is funny how you tried to remove that episode from Pandora.
Right.
LOL, I still listen to it. And honestly, you didn't need to take it down. I don't understand why you did it in the first place.
Right.
Y'all sound more like your real self.
Here we go.
I don't think people want to hear God shit all of the time.
See, it's always people out there that hate the truth. They don't have a life. They have to find podcasts like this that are doing something positive, and they always have to try to throw God under the bus. See, it ain't even about the podcast. That give him a reason to say the God we believe in ain't real. You see that?
Yeah.
So that's just some fuel for his little fire. He feel he got a little moral victory. Yay for you atheists. Yay. See? That's why we got to watch what we say, man. We got to be careful with what we do, man. It's more people out there you hurt and disappointed more than anything, man. But nobody's mad at you, man. I'm not going to get on here and fuss and act a fool. I could have. I seriously thought about, man, this really ain't for me. I got enough problems. I ain't got time to now have to answer a gazillion questions about some nonsense, but that's part of life, man. And I had to be reminded of that by who? So
Lovely Sabrina.
And Kate put us back in perspective too.
Yeah.
And all y'all that said, hey man, come on, be better. I should be answering your sister right now, man. I should be answering her, man, when she said what she said that I'm gonna discuss next week, man.
Yeah.
I had a great joke to go with that one. Golly, missed it. It's just one of those episodes, man. Ain't no way we could have answered y'all questions with everything happened this week. We truly apologize for what y'all heard on that episode. Ken is truly sorry for what he said. Trust me on that. I tried to let James do most of the talking. I just sat over here and calmed myself down and breathe and just decided to just take the high road with it. That's all. We are dumbfounded just like y'all are, okay? And we hope that the listeners out there who love this podcast and truly get something out of this podcast, continue to listen. But I'm gonna have to keep it a buck with you. If you decide this ain't for you, that's understandable too. That's all I can say about it. That's the honest to God truth. And we hope y'all continue to listen to T&E. Next week, we're going to be back. We're going to answer all the questions that were sent in this week about Saturday's show, okay? Saturday's show. That's why I went ahead, and those were all the questions that came in on what was dropped Tuesday. So we went ahead and got that out the way. We ain't got to worry about that. We're going to answer all the questions that we got from Saturday's show. We promise we are. And we look to see and hear from y'all on our episode that's coming up on Saturday. Okay. Whatever y'all got to say, y'all can go ahead and say what y'all got to say. But that's all I got to say on it. And Ken, go ahead, man, and say what you got to say, and you can wrap it up unless you got something else.
The main thing that I need to make clear, like I said earlier, when it came down to me and drinking, I don't want to make it seem like I'm using that as an excuse. I take full responsibility of it, because I ain't had no business drinking all them just anyway. I was just down and just talking crazy. When it come down to having other people on TND, that's not. I'm gonna tell you what I learned over the past 24 to 48 hours. I learned that 10 people who listen to this show now, the ones that give us all these thousands and thousands upon thousands of downloads and everything, y'all listen to TND for Ken, Jay, Cal. It really ain't no reason for anybody else to come on here, especially if they don't align with what we talking about. Again, I just apologize to everybody, including Calvin and Jane, because like I said, they weren't part of it. I was just doing shit. I just did it on my own. We sitting here talking, and then I was drinking, and like I said, it was a couple of people in Discord. They weren't asking questions in the question. They were just talking in general about Cord being on the show, and I was like, "Well, shit, since the folks already talking about him, and I'm on the phone, we might as well go on and just go on and record." So, I wasn't really being mindful of the whole situation. Like I said, I apologize to everybody. Then, hearing the stuff that Sabrina, Kate, and even the people who don't even usually write into the show, these folks wrote into the Discord just to say something to me about this situation. I mean, I read it when it came through because I got to send it to James and James and Calvin. But it hit different when they were just sitting over there just reading it and going through it. I was like, damn. All right. Because it do feel like that we got like a certain type of relationship with certain people that be reoccurring on the show, like Sabrina and Janae and what's her name, Catherine. It do feel like we got like a connection with Maji, all them folk.
Right. You build a rapport with your audience, man. And you can't lose that over some dumbass shit, bro.
Then you gotta think too, bro. You fucked up the world's week rotation, bro.
Yep. And this last episode was trending like a mug. And then you dropped that on top of, right in the middle of what was trending already. Ah, man, that just hit wrong with me, bro.
It was just a whole bunch of dumb shit I did. It just ain't no other way to explain it. But like I said, I own up to it, and like I said, best believe nothing like that ain't gonna happen again. Because I don't want to feel that shit no more. I realized that, like I said before, even though I started TNE, man, James created it and everything, it ain't just me no more. It's me, Calvin, and Jay. So that's TNE now. And so, I was the one who said something like it was basically both of us talking when me and Cole, we both came up with the idea of him being on the show, but I brought up the people talking in the Discord, but we should have just had the phone conversation and just let that been dead on that. But yeah, I apologize to everybody. I ain't expect y'all to be feeling like that. Y'all made me feel bad from how y'all feel. Like Cal said, y'all ain't really getting on my head, but y'all getting on my head. Y'all doing it in a nice way. And just hearing it made me feel some type of way. it felt I read it, but just hearing James read it, I'm like, God, damn. All right, especially coming from what's her name?
Sabrina.
Mariah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, hearing it come from, I'm like, God damn. All right, I ain't gonna. I'm good. I learned my lesson.
We hope so, bro.
Yeah, just moving forward, man. Just think before speaking.
Yep, I'm just ain't gonna.
And bro, you got our phone number, bro. You could call us anytime about anything, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be probably best you wrap this up, bro. Because I'm saying bro too much. You know how I get when I start saying bro.
Yeah, we're gonna pick back up how we usually be next week. Just had to address this whole situation that I caused this week and go on and get it over with. I had to apologize to everybody. And we had to, like I said, we had to address it because a lot of people want to hear what we had to say. And as always, I appreciate everybody that come through.
And whatever you do, bro, replay, re-listen to this, write down them scriptures I said, read it, put it in your brain.
Uh-oh.
I gotta stop that.
First time I laughed all episode.
I believe when I said uh-oh.
Hey.
All right.
As always, I appreciate everybody that come through, the new listeners, real current listeners. And until next time, peace.
Peace.